Good morning, all. I'm Kamla. Today I'm explaining about basic block from compiler design. So, what is a basic block? Basic block contains a sequence of statements. So, once the basic block is constructed, the flow the flow of control enters at the beginning of the statement and which leaves at the end of statement or at the end of block without any halt is called as a basic block. Now how to construct these basic blocks? To construct these basic blocks, which must contains the following algorithm. So the algorithm is nothing but a partitioning the given source code into basic blocks. Input, it contains the sequence of three address statement. If given source code is represented in the form of three address statement, that is called as input. Output, so based on this input, finally it produce a sequence of basic blocks. And the method, how to construct this basic blocks for the given source code. So the procedure is, first identify the leader in the code. So who is the leader, how to identify the leader, what is the use of this leader? So we'll discuss in this procedure or in this method. The rules for finding leaders are as follows. So these are the three rules. So using these three steps, we can easily identify the leader in a given code. First point, the first statement is the leader. Second rule, statement L is a leader if there is an conditional or unconditional go to statement. So in any given source of code, the first statement is the leader, and the second point, if any statement which contains any conditional or unconditional go to, so that go to statement is the leader. Suppose here I have a go to L, so this L is the leader. Next, third rule, instruction L is a leader if it immediately follows go to statement or conditional go to statement. Suppose if I have a statement, if go to B, so this B is a leader, and the statement which is immediately represented below this B, immediately represented below this go to B, is also called as a leader. So these are the three rules to identify the leader. So once again, I'm repeating. First statement itself is the leader, and any statement which contains conditional or unconditional go to, that go to related statement is the leader. And the third statement, if any statement contains conditional or unconditional go to, the statement immediately below that go to statement is the leader. So these are the three statements to identify the leaders. Okay, now we'll construct basic block for one source code. Suppose here I have a source code, begin product is equal 0, I is equal to 1, do begin product is equal product plus a of I into b of I, then I is equal to I plus 1, and while I is less than or is equal to 10, go to 3. And so this is the given source code. So this source code, how to convert into basic blocks, so we'll discuss step by step. So in the previous slide, we already know how to divide the basic blocks. And during the construction of basic blocks, first of all, we should identify the leader. Okay, so this is about my given statement. So according to the given rules, here I'm trying to identifying the leaders. So according to my definition, first statement is the leader. So begin is the leader. And second point, any statement which contains go to, so that go to this label is 3, this 3 is also leader. First statement is the leader, 3 is the leader, and if you have any statement after this go to statement, that is also leader. So these are the three rules to identify the leader. Okay, so before constructing this basic block, once again I'm going to here. Now observe here, the basic block consists of the leader and all the statements up to the next leader. So how to divide that source code into basic blocks means, so based on the leader, we should construct the basic block until the next leader starts. So that is one block. And again, the next block is the next leader until the next leader starts. Like that, we should divide the source code into basic blocks. Observe here. Here, my first statement is the leader. and third statement is the leader. So I can identify or I can draw the basic block from first statement to second statement, because third statement is the next leader. So I cannot include the next leader into in the first leader. So this is one basic block. And the next basic block is from third statement to this end of the program. Okay, so up to this eighth statement. Anyway, the ninth statement is end. So like that, we can construct the basic blocks. Now observe here. This is my block one, basic block one. Here I have a two statement, one and two. And the next basic block, I have some three to the end of the statement. Here the code, the given source code, this given source code I converted into three address. I'll explain one by one how to convert into the three address code. So write this statement product I as it is. Here I have a product is equal product plus A of I into B of I. Here the A of I is nothing but array. Whenever you have an array type value, the index is multiplied. Index here is nothing but I. I should be multiplied with base address of array, that is called as a 4. So this I is multiplied with 4. So observe here, I multiplied I with 4. So this entire value I stored some temporary variable is called T1. So now this entire value, this A of I is available, this I is available in a T1. Now I should represent A of T1. How to represent that A of T1? T2 is equal, another temporary variable, T2 is equal A of, this I value is available in a T1, A of T1. And similarly, for this statement also write the same thing. Multiply I into 4, store that value into some other variable is called T3, then T4 is equal to B of T3. So this A of T1 is available in T2, A of T3 is available in T4. So the next statement is multiply these two statements. So this is available in T2, this interval is available in T4. Now these two statements I'm multiplying here. T5 is equal to T2 into T4. So the center result is available in T5. Okay, so the center result is available in T5. Add this T5 to product. Same thing here I'm doing. T6 is equal product plus T5. Okay, now this entire result, I'm storing into a variable is called product. So the center result is available in a variable is called T6. So this T6 I'm sending into product. Okay, after that I have a I plus 1 and store that I plus 1 into next to temporary variable T7 is equal to I plus 1. Then after that I have I is equal to T7, I is equal to T7. If I is less than or is equal to 10, go to 3. Here, if I is less than or equal to 10, go to 3. So like that, the given source code is converted first of all into its three address code. Later, it is divided into blocks. Once you have the basic blocks, now we'll discuss how to construct the flow graph. The flow graph is nothing but which represents the flow of information from one block to another block. It is called as a flow graph. So in the previous source code, in the previous, for this previous source code, we already constructed the basic blocks. So this is the basic block 1, this is the basic block 2. Now how to construct the flow graph? So observe here, begin product is equal 0, I is equal to 1. So this is the first statement, means which is called as an entry. The link is called as entry. So the entry is given to link to the basic block 1. Then here this is a basic block 1. So this basic block contains entry from beginning. Then this flow is going to B2, this flow is going to B2, and similarly during the execution of this B2, once again which is going to itself. So the same thing here I represented in the given graph. Okay, product which contains the entry link, and this basic block basic block B1 is moving to basic block B2, and here I have a go to B2. So go to B2 means which having the self loop itself. Okay, so this is about construction of basic block and flow graph. Thank you.